Did a video on guitalele yesterday, and I wanted to really point out something else. Mm. So, kind of wanted to show you how every note on a guitar changes as you go back. Guitalele, you got it right here: A, B, G, C, E, A. So you might want to be wondering how that actually corresponds to chords, because you're cutting this much of the fretboard off. Does that limit your playing? No, because really, when you think about it, G, C, E, A, these four strings, are your ukulele. So really, you're just adding like those extra two strings that'd be on a guitar to give you that bass. Okay. So let's look at a little bit of guitar theory here in a way. Um, Look at some chords here. These are guitalele chords: A, D, G, C, E, A. Okay. So you can actually tune your guitalele to the same way you would a guitar. You're going to go with your E. Okay, this is going to be second string. Your next string at the bottom would be your A. Your D would be your second string. Your G would be the next one to it. And your C, well, that's just going to come up as a C, uh, which you don't usually have up here. But if you have a chromatic tuner, you can do that. So why is this so confusing? Like, you're looking at chords, and let's look at the A, look at the B, look at the C. The C should look very familiar to you. It should look a lot like an E minor. Okay. The D, where have I seen that before? Okay. So why is that so? Okay. We have this little capo guide. Give you a little bit of theory here on your ukulele, your guitar, whatever you're doing, where you think about it, you're using those chord patterns, okay, and you're going with what you have. So you have these. So if you look on a regular guitar, your uh, chord progressions, let's say. So you're going to look at like open chord shapes. It's going to affect as you put a capo on each fret of a guitar, like one, two, three, four, and five, so forth. So this is really like add five to this, and you've got a guitar. So if I were to put on the first fret of a capo on a guitar, my C is going to be what, a C sharp. My D is going to be a D sharp. E is an E sharp. F is an F sharp. G is a G sharp, because you're going up in scale. If you put it on and it's also with a D flat. So if you go with the capo on a second string, it's your C is a D, your D is an E, your E is an F sharp, your F, so forth. So what you can do, if this is very difficult for you, if you don't want to look at these chords and go, oh shit, how do I know that? That's not what I'm used to playing. Okay, that should be an E minor. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't think about that. Don't think about these. Okay, what you can do if you're smart about this, you have this guide and know your fretboard on a regular guitar and a guitalele, or any instrument that has six strings that's similar, where you're using a capo. You can go down this progression. So I'm going to say, okay, this song calls for what? Um, Knocking on Heaven's Door. G, D, A minor, G, D, C. Okay. And that's on this guitalele. But on a regular guitar, it's not. So if you're really confused about it, what to do is take the songs that you have, take the chords. You're playing my guitalele, and change the names of these. Don't call it an A. Just go by your regular guitar chord and call that an A. Say, okay, I need an A. So just change on there the D to an A. And it'll be less confusing for you to move between those two instruments and say to yourself, well, I don't need to change the name in my mind of that chord to that new sounding key. I can just change on my sheet music what my chord is so that it matches the instrument. Because what I'm used to calling it, yes, it is going to be an A and a C and a G, but I'm going to go by the name that I'm used to with that. It's just so as I'm going through reading the music, I can use those guitar shapes on it. But what it teaches you really is that, as you move down the fretboard, you're moving down that chord structure. You're seeing that cage system, usually with a C or a key of G, how that plays. And it's really fascinating. The music theory of it. Most people play a couple chords. This is all they learn. They do not learn this like I was taught. And this is more if you want to get into like tablature, you want to get into finger picking, you want to get into all those really cool licks like on me and Bobby McGee. If you've ever heard Chris play it, he does that little 3 3 1 0 3 1 whatever in between. Um, Anyhow, this is a great way to do it. And Sasha, you want to get up there? There you go. Come on up. You're going to be teaching the next lesson. Jump up. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you're not that in. You can jump up. Show everybody. You can jump up. Yes, you can. I'm not picking you up. You're going to be teaching the next guitar lesson, so get up here. Well, okay, tuba lesson. Trumpet. You a trumpet or a tuba? You a trumpet or a tuba? You a trumpet or a tuba? Come on.